See here students, we are going to solve the worksheet of maths. Now first worksheet of maths is chapter number 1, rational and irrational numbers. First is do as directed. In this now we have to show these three numbers on number line. I have already showed you how to do this, but once again we will revise. Now for this what we have to do, you have to take a scale and a pencil and draw a line. Now this maths work you will do on a foolscape paper. Okay, you don't do it in the worksheet itself, as there will be no place to do in the worksheet. Now I have drawn a line over here, but as this is a video and you will not be able to see the line, so I will darken it with the sketch pen. You will draw a line with pencil only and you will do the sum in pencil only. This part you will write in ink, that is in pen, but the construction part, whatever construction part we will do in pencil only. I am showing you in pen because it will not be visible to you in video. That's why I am showing you in sketch pen, but you will do it in pencil, remember. So we have to draw a line. Now this is a number line we have to show with the 0, 1, 2. This side also will show with 1 and 2. Now we have to make how many parts of each from 0 to 1. We have to make the number of parts which is in the denominator. Okay, remember this. How many parts we have to make as the number in the denominator. Yes, so as I told you, we have to draw a line and we have to make the number of parts equal to the denominator. So here from 0 to 1 we will make 2 parts. So I will mark that parts. Okay, I'll show you here with the blue because I'm showing on a video. So 1 and 2 parts. Number of parts should be 2. So lines will be only 1 in between. Here also only 1. Here also only 1 and here also only 1. Now this side 0 to the right side of 0 is plus numbers, that is plus 1, plus 2, and to the left of 0 is minus 1 and minus 2. Remember. Now when we have to mark the numbers which are shown here, now 3 upon 2. Now we have to take the 3 parts. We have divided each 0 to 1 section or 1 to 2 section into 2 parts. You can draw a line and we have to take the 3 parts. That is, now see, this is the 1 part from here to here. This will be 1 part. This will be the second part and this will be the third part. So our number 3 upon 2 will be over here. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. Now next is 5 upon 2. Now see here, I cannot write 5 upon 2 here because my numbers are till 2. So I have to extend the line. That's why you should always draw a line with the help of pencil so that you can extend it. Okay, so I will have to extend the line and make it up to 3. So now again this also I have to make it into 2 parts. Okay, now I have to take how many parts? 5 parts. So this is the first part, second part, third part. This will be the fourth part and this will be the fifth part. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, fifth part. So our 5 upon 2 will be over here. Now similarly on the other side, negative numbers, minus 3 upon 2. So 1, 2 and 3. So this will be minus 3 upon 2. So this is the first sum. And now similarly you will do the second sum. Now in the second sum, what is the second sum now here? Let us see. It is 7 upon 5 minus 2 upon 5 and minus 4 upon 5. Now here also we will draw a number line. Again I am telling you, you have to draw in pencil, not in sketch pen. Okay, mark a 0. Now we need 7. Now we have to divide each part 0 to 1 part in 5 different parts. See the denominator 5. 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. How many parts we have to divide? 5. So I'll mark here. 5 parts mean I have to make 4 markings. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there will be 5 parts. This is the first part, second part, third part, fourth part and fifth part. Here also I'll do the 4 markings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly here also I'll do the 4 markings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of parts we have to make 1 mark less. Remember that. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have done each part, we have divided into 0 to 1 into 5 parts, 1 to 2 into 5 parts, 0 to minus 1 into 5 parts and minus 1 to minus 3 into 5 parts. Now we have to take 7 upon 2, that is 7th part. Out of the 5 parts, out of these parts I have to count now 7. So this will be the 1, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and 7. So my 7 upon 2 will be here. Now I have minus 2 upon 4. So minus 2 will be on the left side, 1 and 2. So my minus 2 will be here. Sorry, minus 2 upon 5, not 2, 5. Here also 5. Both places it is 5, na, denominator. Then I have minus 4 upon 5. Again, whenever you are starting the count, start from the part or line next to the 0. Don't start counting from here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, minus 4 upon. Now there is no place to draw a line, so I can write it up also. No, not necessary I have to always write it down. I can write it up. If they are coming too close to each other like this, you can write 1 up and 1 down. So this way we have done the first sums, that is 2 sums, that is do as directed. Now for the next sums, that is a sum number 3 and 4, you have to equalize the denominator. This type of sums you have done many times, so I am not going to show how to do this sum. Denominators you have to make equal by multiplying by the, either you can do the cross multiplication or you can take some common number which we can multiply 12 and 16 to get a common denominator and then find out which numerator is greater or smaller. Same way here also. Now here it is already, the denominator is same. So what we have to see, we have to see only the numerators. Now this is minus 5 and this is 1. So the negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. So it will be this way. For the sum number 5 and 6, write in decimal form, you have to do the division. 9 divided by 14, that is practice set 1.3. You have done practice set 1.3. In that you have done such type of sums. And if it is a recurring form, then you have to make a line over the numbers which are recurring. Not all the numbers, only the recurring numbers you have to put a line above them. So these two sums you will do in that way. Now show the number root 2 on number line. This I will explain. This and this sum I will explain how to do in the next video. Now for the next sums, that is a sum number 3 and 4, you have to equalize the denominator. This type of sums you have done many times, so I am not going to show how to do this sum. Denominators you have to make equal by multiplying by the, either you can do the cross multiplication or you can take some common number which we can multiply 12 and 16 to get a common denominator and then find out which numerator is greater or smaller. Same way here also. Now here it is already, the denominator is same. So what we have to see, we have to see only the numerators. Now this is minus 5 and this is 1. So the negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. So it will be this way. For the sum number 5 and 6, write in decimal form, you have to do the division. 9 divided by 14, that is practice set 1.3. You have done practice set 1.3. In that you have done such type of sums. And if it is a recurring form, then you have to make a line over the numbers which are recurring. Not all the numbers, only the recurring numbers you have to put a line above them. So these two sums you will do in that way. Now show the number root 2 on number line. This I will explain. This and this sum I will explain how to do in the next video. To show root 2 on a number line. Okay. Now here again I have to draw a line. You have to draw in pencil. I am drawing in sketch pen. Mark a 0 Now we want root 2. We want only the positive numbers. So we are not going to write the negative numbers. If you want, you can write, but no need. Now we want root 2 on the number line. So root 2 is a number which is a irrational number which cannot be shown directly on a number line like that. I cannot say where there is root 2. There is a special method to show root 2 on a number line. Now for that, what I have to do? I have to take 1. Take 1 centimeter. Exact 1 centimeter. Here. Now what we have to do? We have taken this as 1 centimeter. Now we have to draw a line perpendicular at this point. Suppose this is point A. Now for drawing a perpendicular, I have to take a set square. I cannot draw a perpendicular directly. I have to either use a protractor or I have to use a set square. Okay. I can use a set square. Now for you, after you, how will I use a set square? I'll keep my set square here. I'll slide it. I'll bring it till A. Okay, here, this way. Now this is a perpendicular line at A. So first what I did, I took 1 centimeter over here till A. This is 1 centimeter. Okay, then I drew a perpendicular at A with the help of a set square. Now I will mark 1 centimeter over here also. See, 1. I have to mark till 1. So 1 I'll keep over here and I will mark a point. So this is 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter. Now according to Pythagoras theorem, if this is 1 and this is 1, what will be the diagonal? Now Pythagoras theorem is side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. That is the Pythagoras theorem. So the side is 1. So 1 square plus 1 square is equal to hypotenuse. Now this part will be the hypotenuse which I will join from 0 to let us take this as B. So OB, this is OB is the hypotenuse. So this will be hypotenuse square. Now 1 square is 1 plus 1. So this will be how much? 2. Hypotenuse square is 2. 1 square plus 1 square, 1 square is 1, 1 square is 1. So this will give us 2. Now what is this 2? It is hypotenuse square is 2. So we have to find the hypotenuse. This square is 2. So the hypotenuse will be root of 2. So this part which we got is root of 2. Now our sum doesn't end here. We got this root of 2, but we want to show this root 2 on this number line. So how are we going to do that? Now what we have to do is we have to use the property of circle over here. What property of circle we have to use? We will see. Now we have to take a compass and a pencil, that is a rounder and a pencil. Now measure this part. What is this now? How much I have taken this as a radius is root 2, isn't it? Because I have calculated. This is 1, this is 1. So square of 1, that will be 2. And this is square root of 2. So when I measure this distance, it is square root of 2. Now when I put this, now all the points on this circle which I draw with this radius will be of root 2. So when I draw this circle passing through the number line, the point at which it is cutting here, this number line over here, this point over here, this point is, which is this point, this is the root 2 point. So my root 2 will be over this point. How I have got this? Again I'll tell you. See, whenever I take some radius, suppose I take a radius of 2 centimeter, okay, 2 centimeter or 3 centimeter or 4 centimeter, whatever. I take a radius. Now I am taking a 4 centimeter. When I draw a circle of 4 centimeter, I draw a circle of 4 centimeter like this. So from this point here, all the points on this circle are at 4 centimeter only, isn't it? If I find out, if I take a scale and I measure from here, this is the center, isn't it, where I kept my, if I measure any point from this, it will be at 4 centimeter. So same way, when I take a radius of root 2, this is root 2. How I got this root 2, I have shown the calculation over here. When I take this root 2 and I draw a circle, all the points on this circle will be at a distance of root 2 from this 0, from this origin. This is my 0, isn't it, on the number line? So I want that only. On the number line, I want to show the root 2 point. So my root 2 point will be the point where this circle cuts this number line. Understood? Number line. Now root of 5, when we want to find two numbers whose squares total is 5. So 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4. So the total of these two is 5, isn't it? Square, because we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem in such type of sums. We have to deal with the squares only. In a Pythagoras theorem, the side square of both the sides is equal to the square of hypotenuse. And how we did for root 2, similarly we are going to do for this also. So first we draw a number line, mark a 0. Now we have to take one side as 2 and one side as 2 and one side as 1. So let me take this base as 2. So with the help of a scale, now I will mark 2. Okay, this is 2 centimeter. And perpendicular, how much I have to do now? So for perpendicular, I have to take the side as 1. Earlier what we did, we took 1 because we wanted root 2. So 1 square and 1 square will give us 2. So here now we have 1 square plus 2 square will give us 5 total of this. That's why I have to take now this perpendicular. Perpendicular again I will draw. I'll slide from this. I'll draw a perpendicular. Now on this perpendicular, I have to take how much distance? 1. Here I have taken 2, so I have to take 1 here. If you take here, you can take here also, you can take 1, and then you will take on the perpendicular, you will take 2. Anyway you can do it either way. You can take 1 here and 2 on the perpendicular, or you can take 2 here and 1 on the perpendicular. So I have taken 2 here, so I will take only 1 on the perpendicular and I will mark it over here. So this is suppose my point P and this is my point Q. Now I will draw the hypotenuse from 0 to Q. Now this is 1. Now according to the Pythagoras theorem, this 1 square plus 2 square is equal to OQ square, isn't it? OQ square. So this will be 5 is equal to OQ square. And what is the OQ now? That will be root 5. So this distance which I have got is how much? This is root 5. Go through the Pythagoras which you have learned last year again. Now I want to draw again. I'll take this radius. Now how much is this radius? This radius is root 5, isn't it? Like we did. And with this radius I will draw a arc or a circle passing through this and passing through my number line. Okay, now this point where it is passing, what is that point now? All the points on this arc are at a distance of root 5. So my root 5 on the number line is over here. Have you all followed how to do this? First draw a number line, take 2 centimeter with the scale over here, draw a perpendicular, take 1 centimeter, then join these two, and then with the help of a rounder take this as a distance. Why? Because it is root 5, and draw an arc, and where this arc cuts this number line, that will be our root 5 point.